What up, family? Right back at you with the Like Father, Like Son podcast. Your boy, Radio God Stu.
Sutek Amen Ra.
You know what it is, man. Hey, look, make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe, okay? Right now, we're going to get into our For Coloreds Only segment. This is where we talk about an issue pertaining directly to black people, all right? And right now, it's a lot going on as far as the sports world. A lot of leagues are cranking up their return to action. But we are also in the middle of a pandemic. And we're also in the middle of a lot of protesting, a lot of social injustice, change, and progress that we're going through right now. And a lot of the players have taken the stance of, you know what? The work that we're doing on the front lines is too important for us to go back and play basketball or play football or, whatever. So I wanted to talk to Sutek about, do you think that sports would be a distraction to the movement of social injustice and the progress that we've made?
I think if it was just them going back to play, I think definitely people would be home in front of the television set watching LeBron and his boys run up and down the court. But I believe that the players are very sincere in their support of the protests and the social injustices that we are experiencing right now. So they see a shift in things. They see something happening, and they don't want to be the reason why things die down. All right, because the minute they go back to work, playing ball, the media is going to say, and the popular opinion is going to be, well, the thing died down once the NBA went back. And I don't think them brothers want that on them. I think they really see a lot of good things happening for black people.
I definitely think that they see the progress that's happening, and they feel like, we got to continue the fight. And if we go back to playing basketball, all your ESPNs, your Fox Sports, all your media outlets, they're going to more so focus on the game and not as much as the social injustice things that are going on. Because a lot of the content now, if you watch ESPN and stuff, it's about social injustice.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I was just going to say that.
It's about things that are going on in the world and not so much about sports. But when sports come back, that narrative is going to change.
Right.
You know what I mean? And people are going to go back and people are going to be distracted by LeBron catching alley-oops from Anthony Davis, because I'm going to be sitting in front of the TV watching it myself.
Yeah, it's going to be hard not to.
Because we've been without sports and stuff for so long, and sports has always been that escape, and entertainment that we use to just get away from the everyday rigors and issues that we deal with every day. But at a time like now where, these tragedies keep on happening, and we're seeing it more now, once sports come back, we'll just be distracted from that. And we got to keep the fight going. We have to keep putting the work, especially because now you see that certain laws are being passed, and the politicians and leaders are feeling the pressure. I commend the players and I applaud them for taking the stance of, you know what?
This is something bigger than
me winning a championship, or bigger than me getting a paycheck. But on that note, you still have people that are saying, well, they're giving up all their economic power that they could be using that money to put towards social injustice by not playing. Like, how do you feel about that?
I don't think they're giving up their economic power. I think that right now, with the combination of the protests and the pandemic, that these brothers are in a very, very powerful negotiating position right now. Because they could, listen, the owners of the league, they're losing money. Losing a lot of money right now. So, and they want to put these brothers back to work. The networks are losing a lot of money because they have to probably give back a lot of ad revenue because the games aren't being played. So they have to give back a lot of ad revenue. So they want to get these cats back on the court so that they can get that cash flow coming back in. But the players could always take the stance of, look, man, we don't think it's safe. We don't think it's safe. although their real motivation is not to distract from the protests, right? They could say, listen, you know, we don't feel it's safe because of this coronavirus. But if they come back to work, I would like to see them put pressure on the sponsors of these leagues to, in their commercials, address the issues that we're facing. Because this way, the focus doesn't stay solely on sports.
Right.
The focus, we have the games, people are getting back to work. Because, listen, there's a lot of little people like me that aren't going to work because of sports not being in effect. So I want to see those people get back to work if they want to go back to work. I want to see the economics keep turning over, return to turning over, because there's a lot of people that's missing out on their jobs. But I also want to see these athletes put pressure on these sponsors to, in their commercials, address our issues. Nike, Pizza Hut, Papa John's, all these
Papa John called us niggas, so I ain't expecting him to do nothing.
Yeah, you know, Ford, all these car companies. We want them in their commercials to address our issues.
Right.
You know, in some creative way. Because right now
they always, if it's something that they want to address, they find a creative way to address it.
They pay people to do that.
If they want to address something that's going on in the military, pay homage to the veterans, salute to those people for fighting for us.
Right.
But at the same time, they find a way to incorporate that.
Right.
You can find a way to incorporate social injustice and racial equality in America in those commercials as well. So definitely.
Exactly. And I feel that will go a much longer way than LeBron James wearing a I Can't Breathe t-shirt.
Right.
You understand what I'm
Once
saying?
he takes that shirt off and he get to running up and down the court,
right,
the message is over.
The message is over. But if every time out and whatever, you got a commercial that they selling their cars, they selling their pizza, they selling their sneakers, they make an issue of social injustice to reflect the times that we're in right now, I don't think the movement
will be distracted.
Suffers. It advances the movement. You understand?
Right.
I think that, and we need these companies to get involved. I was on the internet the other day on Walmart's website buying a television set.
Wasn't for me.
Yeah, well, I was buying a TV set, and in Walmart's website, there was a section on the page of the TVs that said we're doing our best to fight systematic racism.
How?
They didn't go into detail. They just said that we'll be doing our best to fight systematic racism. And I screenshot it because I posted it on my Facebook page, right? And I'm like, wow, you know, why are they making that comment? You know, pressure. This protest is putting pressure.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So we need to extend that. So, okay, not only on your website, but on your TV ads. Put that in your TV ads. We need these other companies. Put that in your TV ads. You know? And these athletes, right now, they have the power to make that happen. And that's what I'd like to see them do.
I'd definitely like to see them use that leverage that they have right now because, like you said, because of the pandemic,
right,
you have an automatic out if you don't want to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't. It can't be used against you.
Right.
At this time, you know what I mean? And I definitely want to see them use that leverage. For instance, owner of the New York Knicks, Dolan didn't say anything about what was going on until he got pressure from people for being so silent about it. But it's like, I would have loved for the players to be like, well, we're not playing until you come out, say something and do something that, you know, shows that you're for social injustice and racial inequality in this country. And I was still waiting for Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones ain't said nothing.
Jerry Jones,
my two favorite teams.
Jerry Jones still hasn't said anything regarding it. He always find a camera to talk. So you know, we're just waiting on you, Jerry. All right, man. Your boy Radio God Stu. my pops, Sutek Amen Ra, man's Like Father, Like Son podcast. That was just a little segment for Colors Only, just talking to the black folks out there one time. All right?
That's right. It's for you.
Y'all know what it is, man. You know my motto is, a father that can be proud of his son can also be proud of himself.
And you already know my motto. In order for the black man to live, the Negro has got to die.
Definitely.
To the Negro.
Definitely, family. Make sure that y'all log on KSP Forever. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. We got a lot more in store for you. So make sure you keep it locked right here to the Like Father, Like Son podcast.